The paragraph block can be easily the most common block in the WordPress Gutenberg editor. It is the default block when you create a new post or page which is added just below the title. So you can use it to write your content easily in the Gutenberg editor. You just hit enter and the Gutenberg editor creates a new paragraph block. You just need to keep writing your content and keep hitting the enter when you want to create a new paragraph. When you hit enter, Gutenberg adds a paragraph block by default uh, with the enter key you press. So you start writing in another new paragraph block. So there is no need to add a paragraph block manually by going into the block inserter and looking for the paragraph block and click on that like you do for any other Gutenberg block. In Gutenberg, the default block which is being added every time you hit enter is the paragraph block. So as you can see now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 which is an empty paragraph block. So if you go to the block navigation screen you can clearly see that I have 5 paragraph blocks on this document which I am creating right now. Now let's see what are the options we have with the paragraph block. So first we'll see the block toolbar of the paragraph block. So as you can see, let's close this. As you can see, these are the options we have on the block toolbar. Every block in Gutenberg has a different toolbar options. So for the paragraph we see this block transform, which I'll show you explain in a while. So another option is the mover or dragger controls, which you can use to drag a block up and down or anywhere on the document. You can also click on the up and down button to move a block one block down or up. So these two options are standard on almost all blocks. You see these two options available, although the transform options will have different options inside it. I'll explain this in a while. So the next option on the paragraph block is the alignment option. So this makes you this let you align the text, uh, either by default it's left aligned. When you click on it, it gives you different options. So you can center align your text, or you can right align your text. And if you move it again, so you have no option selected, so by default the text is obviously aligned on the left. And if you are using a right side language like Urdu, so that your text by default would be aligned to the right. The other options we have are some text formatting options. So the first one is to make the text part of the text bold. So uh, if you have not highlighted any text, it won't work. So to make some text bold, you need to highlight that text and click on this bold icon, and now the text is the bold styling is applied to the text. Similarly, we have this italic icon, so that makes the text a little curved or italic. Another option we have is to link the text. So suppose you need to link this to something in either internal page or an external link. You can do this here. So if this is an internal link, so you can search for the page and click on this, and that's it. This text is linked. Now if you need to edit it, you need to click on that linked text, and it shows you where it is linking to, and you can edit that. And there's one more option to let this link open in a new tab when a user click on it. So you need to enable this option for that. So this way you can link the text. So we have the alignment option, bold, italic, and linking option. There are more options hidden in this arrow, which are inline code, inline image. Let's see one by one what they are. So the inline code allows you to basically write some code uh, inline. For example, if I want to present some tags or HTML code or CSS code or whatsoever inline to this paragraph. So I can, for example, if I make it just for example a tag, I want to write a tag code. So if I write it without taking the code inline code option, it will just convert it to a HTML or won't work. So if you need to present some code, you can use this option. Another option is the inline image. So although Gutenberg has an image block, but what if you need to add an image inline to your text? So you can use this option. You can click on this, select your image, and obviously you need to resize that because I have all the big images here. So let's anyway select this, and the image gets added inline. As you can see, I can easily move around with this image, and I can specify the size. By default, the size it is applied is 150, but I can easily change it to, let's say, 50 and hit enter, and the image is resized to the to make it 50 pixels wide. So this way you can insert images inline. The next option we have is to make the text strike through. Simply click on this option and it adds a line basically where you can use this to suppose defining some old pricing or something like that. Another option we have are to put the subscript and superscript, which makes some power or base like text. And then the good option is, suppose you need to make this text a different color. So rather than although we have the color option in the sidebar setting, which I'll show you shortly, but it makes the whole text color, changes the whole text color to whatever you select here. But if you need to selectively change the color of some part of the text, you can do this by clicking on this option and then clicking on the selecting the color. And now this specific text is set to a red color, and when you highlight it, it shows you the color here. Now if I clear this, uh, I did not select the color altogether, so you need to highlight the whole part of the text and then click on this and change the color or clear it to revert the changes simply. So these are the options available in this additional menu option hidden under this option for the paragraph block. Now let's see what options we have for the paragraph block in the sidebar block settings. So make sure you have this enabled by clicking on this and select the block. Then you can see the options available in the sidebar for this particular block. So for the paragraph block, we have typography panel, color settings, text setting, and advanced. So in the advanced panel is available on almost all the blocks in the Gutenberg. So it may have the HTML anchor, which allows you to hyperlink this particular block. So you can create some sort of inline link on this document which directs the user to this section or this block. So additionally, you can assign a CSS class here for this particular block. And we have the typography options for the paragraph. So it has basically the typography options in the code does not allow you to change the font family, line height, etc. It just gives you this option to adjust the size of the paragraph simply. You can either select a preset which is given by the Gutenberg editor to you for, or you can simply customize, set a custom font size here, like 150 if I say, for example. So you can adjust the custom font size using the stepper option here, to whatever font size you want to use. And if you want to make it if you want to reset the size to the default, simply click on this reset button and it reverts back to the original size whatever your theme is using. So you can resize the font size in for a paragraph block using this option. Now, another panel of options is the color settings. Color settings allows you to set a background color and also set font color. So, and by the way, if you select a font a combination that is not easy to read, so it gives you a little warning here. This color combination may be hard for people to read. So this is really nice in Gutenberg. You can really see that your combination is not good. I'm using a light background on and using a light font color. If I change the font color to black, you see that that little warning has gone. So it really helps in if you want to make a decision of that your combination or whatever you design you are creating is easier to read. So let's say I want to create this and set the font size to white. So it's not good, it's just for demo. So this is the option we have for the color setting panel. And by the way, when you applied the colors, the Gutenberg panel nicely indicates that what colors are you using. We are using two colors here. White is the font color and the purple is the background color. So you can basically see what has been applied without even going inside the panel. So another panel or options we have is the text setting panel. So in the text setting, we have one option only, which is a drop cap. The drop cap simply let me revert back the color options first and show you the what drop cap does. A drop cap, as you know, might already know, makes the first letter of the paragraph bigger. So there are not much control to the size of the drop cap that is being applied here. So you can only either enable it or disable it. That's it for the paragraph block in the sidebar options. Now, the last thing which I left earlier was the transform options. So I'll quickly show you what transform options are available for the paragraph block. So you can transform or convert the paragraph block into a headline block like this, or group is available on all for all the blocks as a transform to option. So you can convert it to a code block like this, and you can convert it to either a list. For if you convert it to a list, the whole paragraph will be added as a single list item. So you can convert add more list item by hitting enter like this. So, and there are options to transform to pull quote, performated, and verse blocks, as you can see. So these are the options for transform available for the paragraph block.